Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm going to be talking to you today about a disease called cervical cancer. Have you ever been in one of those times in your life where you hear news that completely changes you and the other people around you for the better, I guess? It happened to me last year. I went to school in Kearney, and I got a phone call from my sister saying that my mom had been diagnosed with cervical cancer. And at that point on, I was just scared to death. I couldn't really function for a while. I was so worried about it. So I did some research, and my mom got treatment, and she was fine. But the credence I have for giving this speech, my credibility, is the fact that my mom was diagnosed with it. I know what it's like to be in a family that you're afraid for that person. And I also have a cousin who's actually fighting for her life right now. She's got stage 4 cervical cancer, and she's really having a hard time. Cervical cancer screening is recommended at least every 3 years, beginning within 3 years of sexual activity or by the age of 21. I got that from the Women's Health USA. What I'm going to be talking about today is cervical cancer and 2 Pap scans. Okay, so I'll start with cervical cancer. Facts about cervical cancer. When a woman is infected with certain types of HPV and the viruses don't go away on its own, abnormal cells can develop in the lining of the cervix. I got that from Merck 2010. And that's kind of the idea. The cells start to metabolize or metastasize and create more and more bad cells, which cause cancer to form. Almost all cervical cancers are caused by HPV virus. HPV is a common virus that spreads through sexual intercourse. So yeah, once you start becoming sexually active, it's just a good idea to start your screening. Next, I'm going to talk to you about the stages of cervical cancer. Stage 1 is when cervical cancer is detected at its earliest stage. The 5-year survival rate is 90%. Stage 2, cancer has spread from the cervix to the upper portion of the vagina. Stage 3, the cancer is spread to the lower portion of the vagina and causes blockage from the kidneys into the vagina. And then your stage 4 is spread all the way to your bones and your lungs, and that's when it starts getting real serious. It's harder to eliminate, I guess, to kill. Now I'm going to talk to you about Pap scans. The Pap test, or Pap smear, looks for precancers, cell changes on the cervix that might become cervical cancer if they are not treated properly. Pap scans need to be taken seriously and be used starting at the age of 18. My mom was fortunate enough when she got her Pap scan done that she was diagnosed with it's like between stage 0 and stage 1 cervical cancer, and that is extremely treatable. The survival rate is great, but if you're late and you don't get checked for regularly, there's a potential of being treated with or being diagnosed with stage 4, and that's when it's very, very dangerous. Today I've talked to you about cervical cancer, Pap scans, and I would just like to remind everybody out there that they need to take cervical cancer very serious and Pap screening very serious because it can save your life. Thank you.